Hey guys, and welcome to I Want My Angst TV Reviews. I'm Sarah, and today we are going to talk about Prime Video's A League of Their Own. A League of Their Own is a series that is based off of one of my all-time favorite movies. The film stars Geena Davis, Tom Hanks, Rosie O'Donnell, Madonna, and the woman who hit on my sister's boyfriend, Lori Petty. Yes, Tank Girl herself.
We only make 30 at the dairy.
Well then, this would be more, wouldn't it?
It gave us amazing characters such as Marla Hooch and wonderful moments such as Milky White Breasts. The movie tells the story about when the men went off to war and the women saved baseball. In case you didn't know, I'm a baseball fan. I'm a softball fan. I played softball in high school. Anywho, enough about me. The All-American League was created so that women would play baseball. And at first, everyone was like, women, they're getting out of the kitchen? They're gonna play some baseball? No, I don't wanna watch a woman play baseball.
Who says women can't throw? Slide! Thank you!
So what did they do? They made them wear teeny tiny skirts and put on full drag in order to play baseball. And a lot of these women played better than the men. I'm just gonna put it out there.
That sounded good.
So if you haven't seen the movie, watch it. It's fantastic. It'll make you cry, whatever. I'll leave it at that.
There's another one on Tuesday.
Tuesday's too late, sir.
Do not approach the train.
Let it happen.
A League of Their Own, the series, is not the movie. And by that, I mean it does not tell the same story as the movie. Yes, it's about the All-American League of Women, but it tells a completely different story. And it actually tells multiple stories at once. And also, the show is super gay. I mean, like gay. And I'm here for it. Broad City's Abbi Jacobson pushed for this show, and she also stars in it as Carson Shaw. Carson Shaw is a married woman who's also really good at baseball. She makes it onto the Rockford Peaches, where she meets Greta Gill, played by Darcy Carden, Jess McCready, played by Kelly McCormick, Lupe Garcia, played by Roberta Colindres, Esty Gonzalez, played by Priscilla Delgado, Maybelle Fox, played by Molly Ephraim, Joe DeLuca, played by Melanie Field, and Shirley Cohen, played by Kate Berlant. And if you thought that this series was only going to focus on the Rockford Peaches, you would be mistaken.
We're here for the tryouts.
I don't think you understand. This is the All-American League.
We're pretty all-American. Who was that?
At this time, there was still segregation. There were still very successful black baseball leagues that were not allowed to integrate with the MLB. But that doesn't mean there weren't amazing black women also trying to become a Rockford Peach. And that is where we meet Max, who is played by Chanté Adams. And then possibly my favorite character in the whole show, which is her best friend, Clance, played by Gemisola Ikamelo. While Carson is going on her own self-discovery journey, we also have the juxtaposition of Max, a black woman who wants to play in a white league, and the story doesn't go in a predictable direction. Yeah, she's probably the best pitcher that they would have in the league, but they don't let her in. So she has to figure out how she can possibly follow her dream, how she can get on the boys' baseball teams that are just like made up by companies. You know, like you work for a company, you have a softball league. That's what she's trying to break into in order to possibly make it one day as a pitcher in the Negro leagues. And the way that they interweave Max's and Carson's story together so that they're not fully separate, but they are, is just done so beautifully and so well.
So what if right here, right now, we forget the rules?
This series dives so deep into queer culture of the time. Back when being gay was way less accepted, where you couldn't be open, where people thought you could turn gay by shaking someone's hand. I even learned a new term that I didn't know, and that is inverts. They would call queer people inverts as like a nice way of saying it. And this was a time when you had to have a speakeasy club that were raided and people were beaten and then names put into papers as shame under the guise of protection. And it's not just from a white person's perspective. We get it throughout the show in different levels and different ways. And this is all told through the story of the Rockford Peaches. As you know, it was announced that Rosie O'Donnell will be in the series, and no, she does not reprise her character from the film. It is a completely different one, and I think that's smart. But are there nods to the film? Absolutely. There's little moments of characters from the film. They give us the song, which you can't not give us the theme song, you know? And there's a couple other little nuggets that I think are just woven into this brand new story, and it's just so good. Like, I binged this thing in 2 days. I need a season 2, like, right now. I think Abbi Jacobson should be so proud of this series, and everyone should be watching it. So when A League of Their Own series drops, run to your television, run to your couch, and watch it. I promise you won't regret it.
Things are changing pretty fast.
Hey, Dollface.
Thank you guys again for watching. Again, I'm Sarah. Make sure you comment. Let me know what you think of the A League of Their Own series. Ugh, it's so good. Thumbs up this video, ring that bell so you don't miss out on any more angsty videos. Bye.